Well, hello there. I have to constantly ask myself, what do I want and why do I want what I want?
Dinner's ready!
Thank you, Planet Fitness, for sponsoring my dirty lifestyle. I'm a dude living out of a van in order to chase a dream.
Sham wow!
You didn't come here to watch a full-grown man eat a sprinkled donut while moaning? Then you clicked on the wrong video. Bless me. Bless me with less sweaty armpits, God. I recently interviewed Mariah Alice for the People Who Wander series, and one of the things she said in the interview was how
in a normal life, your lows are kind of 0 to 5, right? And then in the van life, your lows are -10 and your highs are 15.
you can have much deeper lows and you can have much deeper highs. My van life is that way, but also just my life right now is that way because I chose to leave a really good career. I chose to leave a really good job. I chose to leave a totally normal life and a good life behind in order to figure out if there's something else out there that I can do with my time on this earth that makes me happy.
I'm going on an adventure!
And fills me with life in a way that making money and having expensive, all that stuff never did.
I'm really rich.
But before we get into this, I've been procrastinating on fixing something on the van. So we're at Home Depot, so we're gonna fix this real quick.
Oh yeah!
Oh my goodness, that was a lot more intense than I thought it would be. Crisis averted. I went to school, I paid off my debt after school, had a really good job.
I'm the king of the world!
I did all the things I was supposed to do, and the whole time I was kind of doing self-check-ins, trying to figure out, is this what I pictured? Is this what I imagined? Is this what I want? So I just kept thinking, if I arrived at the end of my life doing this, would I be happy?
Oh, I've wasted my life.
I'm out here using all the money I've saved and the freedom of what comes in a van and COVID having shut everything down, like everything lining up, and I'm using that to travel around and make videos. Trying to figure out what it means to carve out of the chaos of life a little piece of the pie that I want and that I make mine and that I'm happy with. It is so hard sometimes. There are the highs and the lows of van life.
Are you peeing?
And then there are the highs and lows of just my life that I'm living through van life. I'm not a van lifer, although I am a solo male van lifer. I'm a dude living out of a van in order to chase a dream.
Make your dreams come true! Do it!
I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that.
This is a transition to story time.
I had a really rough night and it was so many mosquitoes and it was so hot and there was trash everywhere. And then I get in the car, in the van, and I start the van and I start driving and I've got the windows down and I've got some music on and it's just wide open, beautiful. I think Idaho is where I was. Everything had a better spin on it. Everything in my life, everything in my mind, every idea, every dream seemed better and seemed more hopeful and seemed more beautiful just as a product of going, just as a product of being on the road. And then this train rolls by going the opposite direction and they're honking their horn or doing their train horn thing.
Broom, broom. I'm in my mom's car.
Every time I've realized I get in this driver's seat and I'm driving, I get in the best of moods. Anyway, it's another coffee shop day. There's a Starbucks right over there, and I'm gonna go sit in it for many hours, and I'm gonna order a small coffee to save money and be the one that orders the cheapest drink in the house and takes up a table for 5 hours.
Don't ever do that again.
A few inches later.
Now I'm still trying to figure out if I'm crazy for spending my time and my money on things that I'm not really getting paid for. I just sat in Starbucks just up the hill for I think 7 hours without moving other than to go to the bathroom and just edited and worked nonstop, and I feel energized as a product of doing that more so than I ever felt in any job I held earning actual real money. If that's not a sign of I'm doing something right here, I don't know what is. Hey, how you doing? I have been thinking.
I don't believe you.
About this sprinkle donut. What? You didn't come here to watch a full-grown man eat a sprinkled donut while moaning? Then you clicked on the wrong video. Sorry, this is so good. I love donuts so much.
I'm as real as a donut, mother.
Because right now my Patreon levels are $3 and it's buy me coffee, because that's about the cost of a coffee. So you can consider yourself, as a $3 member, you can consider yourself buying me a cup of coffee every month, which is honestly one of the keys to my heart. Don't tell anybody that wants to date me that.
Do you love me or not?
The next level, $5 a month, is buy me gas. It's find me at the gas station. I think I drove over 20,000 miles to create The People Who Wander. So then the third tier is called visionary, because it's $25 a month, and I consider that like, I want to be a part of your vision for life. And essentially what I want to do is just spend my entire life practicing the technique and the building the intuition to be able to tell stories that move people all around the world. I want to travel full time and be creating projects that are important and valuable to me and that move the people that are watching what I create. And you can be a total stranger and come across my work and be moved by it. But the whole point of that was, I think I should make a $1 tier for donuts. Now moving on to what we were talking about. What were we talking about? Right. I've been thinking a lot about selling my current van.
My time has come.
In order to buy and build a new one. I've been living out of the van for almost a year. What I'm realizing is the van market is really hot because we're coming out of COVID and people have their stimulus checks or whatever, and they're imagining traveling in a van, which is sexy and cool. It's not sexy and cool, but keep imagining that, please, and keep driving prices up. If I sold my van, I could build another one and fix all of the mistakes that I made in this one. For instance, the single biggest one that is on my mind is the way that my couch works, and therefore the way that I sit.
Hello there.
Then also I would get a van that I think I could have for the rest of my life. So this van is cool. I like this van. It's been through a lot with me, but it's just a Ford Transit and it doesn't have much character. It means a lot to me, but it doesn't have much character. So I've been looking at Westphalias. I think that is the type of van I can have for the rest of my life and not feel the need to sell it because it's just a van. I would rather see it as Jeremiah's Westphalia, and it would be my van for the rest of my life, no matter what I'm doing. And I think that would be pretty damn cool. I hope you enjoyed this donut porn time.
That's disgusting.
I was here doing this thing that people wanted me to do, doing well in the world, working a really good job, and where I felt like I wanted to be was over here. And I knew that the only way to get from here to here was to go through the chasm of a bunch of really nonsensical, terrible, dangerous, risky things that a lot of people don't understand and still don't understand. I don't understand them. And I knew that I'd have to go down and I'd have to go up and I'd have to cross rivers that I'd never seen before and I'd have to climb mountains, all that different stuff to get from here to here. And I feel like I've gone down enough. I've left my really good job. I've sold a lot of my stuff. I've built this van. I've traveled in the van for 8 months now. And then I decided to do the People Who Wander series, which is the first manifestation of a professional level grade of videography work that I have done all on my own, from idea, inception to end production. And I don't think I'm going to end it. I think I'm just going to keep contributing to it. But it's this first body of work of mine that allows me to kind of feel like I've gone down into the valley and now I can see up at the thing that I want to be, the thing that I want to get to, but I'm down here still looking up at it. Leftovers. Dinner's ready! I had to struggle a lot to get the People Who Wander series going because nobody understood what it was. Peter, thank you so much for being the first one to allow me to point a camera at you. You kind of helped pave the path for me to be able to understand what I'm doing and how to ask other people, but also for other people to see what it is that I'm doing. And I continued to ask people. I asked so many people. Then I traveled 20,000 miles to get it all done. Then I sat in coffee shops all over the country and sat right here with my terrible posture, just like that, in order to get this series done. Oh, man, just feel like I'm in Italy.
How you guys doing? Let me just put down this meatball sub here with extra mozzarella. Hey.
I should just call my series Eating and Talking or something, or like
Eating and Talking or something, or like show.
That wasn't very clever. Eat with me on the floor. No, that's still not that great. Oh boy, the ups and downs of van life, the highs and lows of van life, and really just of life Let's go find a campsite. It was a rough day for sure, a low of lows in the van life and in my life. I went to find a campsite somewhere in the woods, somewhere where I could be removed from everything. I couldn't get my mind off of this thought though of, am I enough? Am I doing enough? If I am enough, why haven't I made it yet? This terrible curse of comparison that so many of us suffer with, especially myself. I couldn't get my mind off of comparison. I was comparing myself to every other creator, every other person I saw that was quote unquote making it, whereas I just am not making it in terms of numbers, in terms of all that stuff. Yes, I love what I'm making, but sometimes it can get so hard seeing other people thrive while it seems like I'm the only one just stuck here wallowing. I went for a walk, I hung out in my hammock, and eventually I realized I have been rejecting the idea of having to suffer in silence for a long time before my work is recognized. Although I know most people have to work in obscurity most of their creative lives, I still haven't accepted that in my own life. Realizing that helped me relax, helped me realize I'm okay doing what I'm doing, creating what I'm creating, without any recognition for a long time yet. It's not so bad.
It's gonna be a good day.
I used to have a lot of trouble sitting in a coffee shop for multiple hours without beginning to like shake or get hungry. So I'd always carry granola bars. Then I got this bad boy. I'm about to go sit in Starbucks for a while, hopefully multiple hours. So I'm going to make a little smoothie and then bring it in with me. It's like a water bottle. The blender blade is in there, you can see. Oh, God, that smells bad.
Why?
I guess I didn't clean it fully when I put it away last time.
I'm not a smart man.
Let's cut that part out. No, we're leaving that part in. Sham wow. That's how it works, folks. Oh my gosh. Oh my God! Getting a Planet Fitness membership was one of the best ideas I've ever had. There's nothing that replaces that warm, clean, tingly feeling that you get when you take a shower.
This conversation's starting to make me a little uncomfortable.
More of you need to experience not having a shower for several weeks at a time so that you can appreciate what you have when you walk into your bathroom and water comes out of the spout at command. On demand? This is not a DirecTV ad. The highs and lows of van life, the highs and lows of my life. Boy, they're high, boy, they're low, boy, they're frequent and varied. At the end of the day, I love what I'm doing. I love being out here striving to tell stories that matter and seeking out new opportunities to tell stories that matter. I love the challenges that come with van life. I love the blessing that it feels like to actually get a clean body, to get a shower. I love the struggle of trying to find a place to sleep. Even when I hate it, it's contributing to a me that I want to be, a me that is capable of thinking on my feet, a me that is capable of making compromises. I love the challenge of the loneliness, even when it's really, really hard. It is shaping me into a better person, the person that I want to be. Overall, I think the lows and the highs are more than worth it for me in this lifestyle and in my search for a life of meaning through work that doesn't feel like work. It's a pretty good way to end things. Thank you, Planet Fitness, for sponsoring my dirty lifestyle.
No.